Does God discipline you when you sin? Sometimes I've met people over the years who come to me and they're really struggling with their salvation. They say, Kevin, I don't know if I'm saved. I'm really struggling with this. Often what I'll do is I'll ask them two questions. The first question I'll ask them is, what do you believe? And if what they have to say is just completely bonkers, then I'll know where to start. Okay, let's get to the gospel. But sometimes, and maybe even often, the person will clearly explain their trusting in Jesus for their salvation. So the next question I ask is this: how do you feel when you sin? How do you feel when you sin? And often, the person will go on to explain how miserable they are. They're struggling with a particular sin or a bondage. Maybe it's a guy struggling with pornography, or a lady struggling with gossip and jealousy, whatever it is. And the whole reason they're doubting their salvation is because there is sin in their lives. But here's where the encouragement comes. The fact that you and I struggle against our sin, sometimes winning but sometimes failing, the fact that we hate what we're doing and that we want to stop is actually evidence of salvation. Why? Why? Because struggle is a sign of life. Our battle with sin is evidence that there is spiritual life inside of us. Praise God. And think about it. Does a non-Christian even struggle with sin in that way? Don't they love their lust, their fornication, their drunkenness, and their cheating? Until they're confronted with Jesus, of course they do. So sinless perfection is not our goal. It's an impossible goal. In fact, in 1 John it says if we claim to have no sin, we're liars. The issue isn't if we sin, because we do. The issue is this: when I sin, what does God do in my life? Does he do anything? When I sin, does God come for me? Years ago, I'm really struggling in my faith, kind of came home from Bible school a semester early, went back and finished, but I was quite depressed. I was quite miserable. And I have no idea why I'm telling this story. I literally took a piece of paper, put it down, and I said, okay, God, I'm done following you. I'm done doing Bible study. I'm jumping into sin. That's it. I'm done. That was maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. Guess how long that lasted? By about 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'm just in bed weeping, saying, oh, Lord, how could I walk away from you? He came for me. He came for me. He didn't let me remain that way. Sorry for the dramatic thing.